Okay. Om Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vakratunda Mahakaya, Suryakoti Samaprabha, Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva, Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्बा त्वामनुसन्धदामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथासम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् गीताशास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः पुमान् विष्णोः पदमवाप्नोति भयशोकविवर्जितः गीताध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायामपरस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मकृतानि च मलनिर्मोचनं पुंसां जलस्नानं दिने दिने सकृद्गीताम्भसि स्नानं संसारमलनाशनं गीता सुगीता कर्तव्या किमन्यैः शास्त्रविस्तरैः या स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखपद्माद्विनिसृता भारतामृतसर्वस्वं विष्णोर्वक्त्राद्विनिसृतं गीता गङ्गोदकं पीत्वा पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् एकं शास्त्रं देवकीपुत्रगीतमेको देवो देवकीपुत्र एव एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं Lakshmikantam Kamalaнаянам Yogibhirdhyanagамyam Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokaikanaatham Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Stunvanti Divyaihi Savaihi Vedaihi Sangapadakramopanishadair Gayanti Yam Samagaha ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः. Okay. So last week, because my laptop was not working, we just revised, and this week we'll continue where we left off. So we stopped at page number 130. We were doing the kthwanta, kthwa anta, kthwanta. So basically this is a pratyayanta, means a suffix, a verb suffix, and we use it when the same karta is doing two actions, and if we would like to put it into one sentence, means when we are joining two sentences, each of which are telling or explaining about a kriya that a karta does, then the first kriya will get the kthwanta. So Ramaha pathati, Ramaha gacchati. Ramaha pathitva gacchati. So after reading, Rama goes, like that. But one important thing you have to remember is the karta should be the same. If the actions are done by two different people, we cannot use kthwanta. Like Ramaha patitva gopalaha gacchati, like that we cannot use. The karta has to be the same. The first kriya will get the kthwanta. And the kthwanta kriya padam is an avyayam, meaning it is an indeclinable, meaning it will not change with vibhakti, vachana or linga. Now say for example we have gacchati. It will change with purusha, right? In prathama purusha it is gacchati, in madhyama purusha it is gacchasi, in uttama purusha gacchami. Similarly in ekavachana it is gacchati, gacchataha, gacchanti and so on. But kthwanta kriyapadani will not change. So Ramaha pathitva vidyalayam gacchati. So Rama, after reading, he goes to the school. This is in Pumlinga. Okay, say for example Pumlinga ekavachana prathama purusha. Now let us take the same prathama purusha but in dvivachana. Balakau, two boys. After reading, they go to the school. So Balakau pathitva granthalayam or pathashalam gacchataha. Since it is balakau dvivachanam, the final kriyapadam means the actual kriya done by the boys, which is in tinanta form, which is like in the lakara form, gacchataha. Okay, but this pathitva remains pathitva only. Though that reading kriya is done by two boys, once it gets this kthwa suffix, it will become an indeclinable, so that will not change into dvivachana or anything. Okay, it doesn't have any other form. Kthwanta is kthwanta, that's all. Only one form for each dhatu you will have. So balakau patham pathitva vidyalayam gacchataha. Now this final kriya padam is in lakara only. That is why it will still follow the vachana purusha compatibility with the noun. But kthwanta, because it took up this suffix, it will become an indeclinable and it will not change with vachana. And similarly, purusha also. Say, for example, in uttama purusha, I would like to say, I, after reading, am going to the school. Aham patham pathitva vidyalayam gacchami. Aham pathitva. So pathitva is the same, whether it is with uttama purusha or whether it is with prathama purusha, like Ramaha pathitva. Okay, it is the same. So similarly in madhyama purusha also, tvam pustakam pathitva gaccha. So you go after reading the book. So pathitva is the same, whether it is in prathama purusha, madhyama purusha or uttama purusha. Similarly, ling in vachana also it will be the same. Balakaha pustakam patitva patashalam gacchati. Balakau pustakam patitva granthalayam gacchataha. Balakaha pustakam patitva granthalayam gacchanti. Okay, so Vachana Bheda is not there. Purusha Bheda is not there. Linga Bheda also will not be there. Ramaha pustakam patitva gacchati. Sita pustakam patitva gacchati. Okay, like how with Lakara Kriya Padams that do not have Linga Bheda, the Swanta Pratyayanta also will not have Linga Bheda. Okay. So these are the main
Excuse me, Bhagini. Excuse me, Bhagini. Page number
130. We completed until 130. We are today we will be starting 131. But I was just refreshing the Tvanta Pratyayanta.
Okay. Dhanyavadaha.
So these are the things that we need to remember when using Kvanta Pratyayanta. Okay. So we have done some sentences for some dhatus also. The Kvanta Pratyayanta is given on 129 page number. Okay. For Pathati, Patitva, for Bhramati, Bhramitva. Like this, we already went through this table. Okay. So now let us proceed on with exercise 3 on page number 131. यथोदाहरणं वाक्यद्वयस्य योजनं ख्वान्तरूपाणि उपयुज्य कुरुत. So two sentences are given. Using khvanta, we are asked to join the sentences into one. Yatha, udaharanam is also given. Senayoho ubhayoho madhye ratham sthapayati sarvan pashyati. So he stopped the chariot between the two armies and then he looked at everyone. Sarvan pashyati. Senayoho ubhayoho madhye ratham sthapayitva sarvan pashyati. After making the chariot stand in between the two armies, he saw or he sees. Pashyati is in Vartamana Kalam. Now let us look at the second. Bhavana Bhagini, you can say this. Arjunaha aham yodhum na shaknomi iti vadati upavishati.
Arjunaha aham yodhum na shaknomi iti uktva upavishati.
Iti uktva upavishati. So for vadati, the kvanta pratyayanta is uktva. Okay. And then Anantaram Lalita Bhagini, Yuddhe Shatrun Jaya Samriddham Rajyam Bhunshva. Lalita Bhagini. So all of you kind of be a little alert. Be a little alert so that you unmute and immediately answer.
Hello. Hello.
Lalita Bhagini, would you like to answer?
I am on my way to home from office. Hello.
What? Yes. Yes, Bhagini.
He is on the way to home, it seems.
Okay. No worries. Anantaram Pramila Bhagini.
Bhagini. Yuddhe Shatrun Jaya Samudram Rajyam Bhunshva. Yuddhe Shatrun Jitva Samudram Rajyam Bhunshva.
And Samriddham, it is Samriddham.
Samriddham. Dhanyavada.
Uttamam. So Yuddhe Shatrun Jitva Samriddham Rajyam Bhunshva means after winning the war or after winning the enemies in the war, Samriddham Rajyam Bhunshva means Bhunshva here means like rule. Okay, Bhunshva has two meanings. One is to rule and one is to enjoy or eat. Okay, here it is used in the sense of ruling. So you rule the kingdom, the Samriddham Rajyam, the big kingdom. You rule. Okay. Anantaram, Swati Bhagini. Arjunaha Vishwarupam Pashyati Bhitaha Bhavati.
Arjunaha Vishwarupam Drishtva Bhitaha Bhavati.
Uttamam. Anantaram, Samir. Krishna. Okay. Krishna Arjunaya Divyam Chakshuhu Dadati Vishwarupam Darshayati.
Krishna Arjunaya Divyam Chakshuhu Datva Vishwarupam Darshayati.
Krishna Arjunaya Divyam Chakshuhu Datva Vishwarupam Darshayati. After giving him the divine eyes, he showed his Vishwarupam. Anantaram. Sindhu Bhagini. Dhritarashtraha Sanjayam Pruchati Yuddha Vivaranam Janati. Shashtam Vakyam.
Dhritarashtraha Sanjayam
Pruchati becomes Prishtva. Correct. Prishtva
Yuddham Vivaranam Janati.
Dhritarashtraha Sanjayam Prishtva Yuddha Vivaranam Janati. After asking Sanjaya about the details of what is going on in the war, he came to know about the war. Anantaram, Mahodaya, Yaha Ishwaram Janati Saha Shantim Prapnoti. Vishwanath.
One second. Saha Ishwaram Janati Shantim Prapnoti. Saha Ishwaram Jnatva Shantim Prapnoti. Jnatva Shantim Prapnoti. Is it okay, madam?
It is fine. It is fine, but Yaha is given. Yaha Ishwaram Jnatva Saha Shantim Prapnoti. Like that we have to say. Here, this Yaha and
Ledu.
Saha ichara.
Maku Saha icharanti. Saha Ishwaram Janati Shantim Prapnoti ichara.
Oho.
Yaha.
Okay. So in my book, how it is given is Yaha Ishwaram Janati Saha Shantim Prapnoti. Means he who knows Ishwara will obtain peace. That is also fine. That sentence structure is also fine. So he who knows. Okay.
Ante ఎవరైతే అండి
ఎవరైతే ఈశ్వరుణ్ణి తెలుసుకుంటాడో అతను శాంతిని పొందుతాడు.
ఓకే.
సో మనం అలా కూడా we can so he who will know Ishvara will obtain peace. So yaha Ishwaram Jnatva Saha Shantim Prapnoti. Like that also we can do, but in your books, since it is not there, you can write like how Mahodaya has mentioned. Saha Ishwaram Jnatva Shantim Prapnoti. That is also fine. Okay. So he, after knowing Ishvara, has obtained peace. If it is like how it is given in your books, then that is how the meaning will be. He, after knowing Ishvara, obtained peace. If Yaha and Saha is given, he who will know, or he after knowing, he who knows Ishvara will obtain peace. Okay. So after knowing, like that. So because I think, this is a little confusing. So maybe they changed it to keep it simple, but that is fine.
ఇప్పుడు అతను తెలుసుకున్నాడని అర్థం అండి.
మీ పుస్తకాలలో ఇచ్చినట్లయితే కనుక అతను ఈశ్వరుణ్ణి తెలుసుకున్న తర్వాత శాంతిని పొందాడు.
ఓకే, సరే, థాంక్స్ అండి.
అనంతరం పునః భావన భగిని అర్జునః కృష్ణస్య వాక్యం శృణోతి యుద్ధాయ ఉత్తిష్టతి.
अर्जुनः कृष्णस्य वाक्यं श्रुत्वा युद्धाय उत्तिष्ठति.
उत्तमम्. अनन्तरं भावना भगिनी, योगिनः कर्मफलानि त्यजन्ति, आत्मशुद्धये कर्म कुर्वन्ति.
योगिनः कर्मफलानि त्यक्त्वा आत्मशुद्धये कर्म कुर्वन्ति.
I actually asked Swati Bhagini. Okay.
I'll do the next.
Anantaram. Sanjayah.
Sanjayah Krishnarjuna samvadanam smrati harsham anubhavati. Sanjayah Krishnarjunah samvadam smritva harsham anubhavati.
Sanjayah Krishnarjuna samvadam smritva harsham anubhavati. Uttamam. Anantaram Sindhu Bhagini.
Bhagini. Arjunaha Bhutim labhate Swadharmacharanam karoti. Arjunaha Bhutim labhva Swadharmacharanam karoti.
Uttamam. Arjunaha smritim labdhva swadharmacharanam karoti. Uttamam. Anantaram Pramila Bhagini.
हाँ भगिनी. जीवः कर्मफलं भुङ्क्ते. पुनर्जन्म.
Bhunkte. There is this nasika. Anunasika akshara is there, no?
Bhunkte. पुनर्जन्म प्राप्नोति. जीवः कर्मफलं भुक्त्वा पुनर्जन्म प्राप्नोति.
उत्तमम्. जीवः कर्मफलं भुक्त्वा पुनर्जन्म प्राप्नोति. उत्तमम्. Anantaram.
Excuse me, Bhagini. Which page are we in? I'm just joining.
131.
Thank you.
Suchitra, right?
Yes, ma'am.
131. Anantaram Jayaprada garu. Yoginaha.
Yoginaha manaha atmani yojayanti dhyanam kurvanti. Yoginaha manaha atmani yojayitva dhyanam kurvanti.
Yoginaha manaha atmani yojayitva dhyanam kurvanti. So after joining the manas with the atma, then they do the dhyanam. Anantaram Sindhu Bhagini. Karma bandhinaha. Sindhu Bhagini.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I unmuted and muted myself. Sorry about that. Karma bandhinaha mriyante punaha jayante. Karma bandhinaha
Mritva, correct.
Mritva punaha jayante.
So karma bandhinaha mritva punaha jayante means those who are attached to the karmas, after they die, they will again be born. Okay. Anantaram Mahodaya. Naraha Ishware.
Second. Naraha Ishware karmanam nyasam kurute shantim prapnoti. Shantim prapnoti. Naraha Ishware karmanam nyasam krutva shantim prapnoti. Is it okay, madam?
Yes, correct. Kritva. Karoti will become Kritva. Here kurute is given, which is the Atmanepadi form, but still Kritva. It is the same. Kritva will be the Kthvanta Pratyayanta for Kru Dhatu, whether it is in Parasmaipadi form or Atmanepadi form. Anantaram.
న్యాసం అంటే మేడం గారు, న్యాసం అంటే
న్యాసం అంటే చెప్తాను ఉండండి. అది
దాటేయటమా కర్మాణం?
కాదు, ఒక్క నిమిషం. న్యాసం కర్మణాం న్యాసం కురుతే శాంతిం ప్రాప్నోతి. ఇవి చూస్తా ఉంటాను, మళ్ళీ అది వాడడం కదా, మళ్ళీ అలా మర్చిపోతూ ఉంటాను.
పొందటమా లేకపోతే పొందటమా?
పక్కన పెట్టడం లాగా వస్తుంది. పక్కన పెట్టడం లాగా. ఈశ్వరే కర్మణాం న్యాసం కురుతే శాంతిం అంటే ఎవరైతే మన అంటే అదే అంటే బేసికల్ గా మళ్ళీ అదే దానికే వస్తాం. కర్మల యందు అటాచ్మెంట్ లేకుండా ఉండటం అనుకోండి. అంటే నరహ
ఈశ్వరే కర్మణాం న్యాసం కురితే అంటే
ఈశ్వరే కర్మణాం న్యాసం కురితే కర్మల యొక్క కర్మలని వదిలేయటం లాగా శాంతిం ప్రాప్నోతి. ఎప్పుడైతే మనం కర్మలని వదిలేస్తామో ఈశ్వరుడి యందు మనం ఉంచి కర్మలని వదిలేస్తామో అప్పుడు శాంతిని పొందుతాడు అని.
ఈశ్వరుడి మీదే
हेलो हम लोग वैसे बोलते हैं ना कि इस जो भी कर्म करो ईश्वर को समर्पण कर दो.
కరెక్ట్. షీ పుట్ ఇట్ ఇన్ బెటర్ వే. యా, అంటే ఏ పని చేసినా మనం అది ఈశ్వరుడికి అర్పించినట్లుగా.
అర్పించటమా?
కరెక్ట్. థ్యాంక్ యూ బైని.
థ్యాంక్స్ అండి, బాగా చెప్పారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
గుడ్. సో న్యాసం అంటే మనం విడిచిపెట్టడం లాగా ఆర్ సమర్పించుకోవడం లాగా, రెండు రకాలుగాను వస్తుంది కాంటెక్స్ట్ ని బట్టి. ఇక్కడ సమర్పించుకోవడం లాగా మనం చూడొచ్చు.
మన కర్మల్ని ఆయనకి సమర్పించడం అంటారా?
ఏది చేసినా ఆయన కోసమే చేస్తున్నామన్న ఆలోచనతో చేయడం.
ఓకే,
అర్థమైందా? ఇంకప్పుడు మనం ప్రతిఫలం గురించి ఆలోచించం కదా. We will not think about the result if we are doing in the name of God. And at least that is how it should be. But many people, even when they are doing things for God, they will be expecting something in return. That is a different thing. But what this sentence means is, he who will do his karmas in the name of God will obtain peace.
Okay.
Prarpanam antam kada.
అదే అనుకున్నా.
అట్లా. సో ఎనీథింగ్ దట్ యూ డూ, యూ ఆఫర్ ఇట్ టు గాడ్. సో దెన్ యూ ఆర్ నాట్ వరీడ్ అబౌట్ ద రిజల్ట్.
కరెక్ట్. ఓకే, థాంక్స్.
అనంతరం సుచిత్ర, వుడ్ యూ లైక్ టు ట్రై నౌ? 16th sentence. ఈశ్వరః భక్తం త్రాయతే ధర్మరక్షణం కురుతే.
Now I cannot. I am not able to open the PDF form of. I'm in a different place. I don't have the book.
No worries. Anantaram Bhavana Bhagini.
Ma'am, I'm Lalita. I am in.
Okay. 16th sentence. Ishwarah bhaktam trayate dharma rakshanam kurute.
Ishwarah bhaktam tratva dharma rakshanam kurute.
So Ishwarah, after protecting his devotee, he protected the dharma also. Bhaktam trayate dharma rakshanam kurute. Okay. So trayate means to protect. Anantaram Bhavana Bhagini. Bhaktah adveshta bhavati.
Bhaktah adveshta bhutva iswaram bhajati.
So bhaktaha adveshta bhutva ishwaram bhajati. Uttama. So adveshta means so dveshta means to hate. Adveshta means to not hate, means to like. So bhaktaha adveshta bhavati ishwaram bhajati. Without any hatred in his mind or heart, he worships the God. So bhutva, bhavati will become bhutva. Ishvaraha dishkritam nasham karoti sadhunam rakshanam karoti. Swati Bhagini?
Ishvaraha dushkrutvam nasham krutva sadhunam rakshanam karoti.
Why dishkritam you changed into tvanta? You don't have to change that.
Dushkrutam nasham krutva.
Kritva sadhunam rakshanam karoti. So Ishvaraha dishkritam nasham kritva means dishkrita means dishkritaha means not dishkritaha, it is dishkrit actually, takaranta. So means he who does bad things. There, this is in Shashti Bahuvachana. Dishkritam is in Shashti Bahuvachana. Means the destruction of the bad people. So Ishvaraha, after doing the destruction of the bad people, he will protect the good people. Sadhunam rakshanam karoti. So Ishvaraha dishkritam nasham kritva sadhunam rakshanam karoti. Okay. Anantaram. Manavaha swakarmana devam archanti siddhim vindanti. Sindhu Bhagini?
Yeah. Manavaha swakarmana devam archanti siddhim vindanti. Manavaha swakarmana devam architva siddhim vindanti.
Means vindati means to obtain. So they will obtain siddhi. After doing what? Swakarmana devam. So all their karmas by offering to Deva. Right? Or with the karmas, actually worshipping God with their karmas. Okay, both are meaning wise, they are same. Whether you are offering your karmas to Ishvara, whether you say it like that, or you are worshipping the God with your karmas. Either way, it means the same. But here, swakarmana, it is given in Trutiya Vibhakti. So the meaning you can say as with our karmas, people with their karmas worship the God and then will obtain siddhi. So that is how it is. Architva, you can say archayitva. Both forms are there for this. Okay.
Okay.
For archati, we have architva and archayitva. Both can be said.
Okay.
Okay. Anantaram Jayprada Bhagini?
Yogi ahankaram त्यजति शान्तः भवति. Yogi ahankaram त्यक्त्वा शान्तः भवति.
Shantah bhavati.
కరెక్టేనండి?
కరెక్టే.
నాకు కూడా అదే వచ్చింది. నాకు
త్యక్వా వచ్చిందా? లేదు మళ్ళా చెప్పండి మీ వాక్యం.
యోగి అహంకారం త్యజతి శాంతః భవతి.
త్యక్వా అని అన్నారు కదా.
త్యక్వా
మీరు అదే మళ్ళా ఇందాకటిదే వచ్చింది అని అంటే అందుకని డౌట్ వచ్చింది అసలు ఏమన్నారా.
అదే అంటే దగ్గరగా వచ్చింది అంటున్నది.
లేదు. సో అదేమో యోజయిత్వ, ఇక్కడేమో త్యక్త్వ. అక్కడేమో కలపటం, ఇక్కడేమో వదిలేయటం. కంప్లీట్ ఆపోజిట్ వర్డ్ వచ్చింది. ఓకే. యోగి అహంకారం త్యక్త్వా శాంతః భవతి. సో after abandoning or after leaving the ahankara, he becomes peaceful. Okay. So here there is a small note. Tva pratyayasya tva pratyayah ityapi vyavaharah asti. So the tva can also be referred to as tva without the ka, without the kakara. You can also pronounce it as tva. Okay, but tva, both are there in vyavahara is what it is said there. Okay. Moving on to the next page, lesson number 34. Akhanda Vishwasaha. अखंड विश्वासः एतां कथाम् उच्चैः पठत महाभारत युद्धम् आसीत् भीष्मः कौरवाणां सेनापतिः भीष्मः कौरवाणां सेनापतिः भूत्वा 8 दिवसान् यावत् भयंकरं युद्धं कृतवान् पाण्डवाः तस्य पुरतः युद्धं कर्तुम् असमर्थाः चिन्तामग्नाः आसन् तथापि भीष्मः पाण्डवेषु एकमपि न मारितवान् इति मत्वा दुर्योधनः खिन्नः आसीत्. So here basically this is during the war of Mahabharata. Mahabharata yuddham asit Bhishmah Kauravanam senapatihi bhutva means being the senapati of Kauravas 8 divasan yavat bhayankaram yuddham kritavan. Okay, for 8 days he fought very ferociously. Pandavaha tasya purataha yuddham kartum asamarthaha chintamagnaha asan. The Pandavas were unable to face his ferociousness in the war. They are unable to perform on par with Bhishma. Tathapi Bhishmaha Pandaveshu ekamapi na maritavan iti matva Duryodhanaha khinnaha asit. But Duryodhana is thinking, see, he's not even able to kill even one Pandava. So he was sad about that. अतः सः भीष्मं दृष्ट्वा अवदत् भोः पितामह మత్వా అంటే ఆలోచించడం అలా ఆలోచించి ఒక్కళ్ళని కూడా చంపలేదు అని ఆలోచించి బాధపడ్డాడు.
దానికి పూర్తి వెర్బ్ చెప్తారా మత్వా ఎలా వస్తుందండి దాన్ని?
మన్యతే మన్యతేనా ఉండండి ఒక్క నిమిషము. మన్యే 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 ఇస్ ద క్రియాపదం. It is in lat lakara. It is manyate.
Okay.
Manyate, manyete, manyante. Adi lat lakaramlo vastundi. Lot lakaramlo manyatam ani vastundi. Adi tam vastundi kada vandatam, vandetam, vandantam atlaga. Idi atmanepadi kriyapadam.
Okay.
So ఆలోచించి అని ఆలోచించిన తర్వాత అని. In regular conversation also, when you want to share something that you think, adi common ga vastundi kada manki sambhashanalallo, like when you want to say I think this is what it is, so aham manye, you can say that. Okay, Ramaha uttamaha balakaha iti aham manye, I think that Rama is a good boy. Like that you can use application wise. So na Pandaveshu ekamapi na maritavan iti matva Duryodhanaha khinnaha asit. Ataha saha Bhishmam drishtva avadat bhoho pitamaha madapekshaya Pandavaha eva bhavataha priyaha. Madapekshaya, mat apekshaya, padavibhagam is mat apekshaya. Here mat is panchami vibhakti of aham. Okay, aham means I. Mat means from me. You remember Panchami Vibhakti. Vrikshaha, vrikshat. Vrikshaha is in Prathama Vibhakti. Vrikshat means from the tree. Okay, from the tree. So now here mat apekshaya. Now here it should not be used as from me. What it means is compared to me. Apeksha means in comparison to me. Okay, mat apekshaya means compared to me. You like Pandavas. Pandavaha eva bhavataha priyaha. Okay, compared to me, you like Pandavas better. Bhoho pitamaha madapekshaya Pandavaha eva bhavataha priyaha. Ataha bhavan yuddhe api taihi saha kridati. So it is as though you are playing with them. You are not taking this war seriously. That is why you are not. You did not kill even one Pandava so far. You are very much capable of killing, but you did not kill. Why? Because you like them more than you like me, and you are only playing with them. You are not taking this like a real war. Na kamapi marayati iti. Okay, you did not kill even one. You did not kill anybody. Kamapi. You did not kill anyone. Etat shrutva Bhishmaha dukkhitaha jataha. झटिति सः प्रतिज्ञां कृतवान् यत् श्वः युद्धं कृत्वा अहम् अर्जुनं मारयिष्यामि अथवा तेन पराजितः वा भविष्यामि इति. So now upon listening to this, Bhishma felt very sad. So he says immediately, Jhatiti means immediately. Saha pratignyam kritavan. He immediately made a promise. What is it? Yat. See, pratignyam kritavan yat ante emani promise chesadante. He promised like this. Shvaha yuddham kritva aham arjunam marayishyami. Tomorrow after fighting in the war, I will kill Arjuna. Athava tena parajitaha va bhavishyami. Or I will lose in his hands. Iti. Bhishmasya pratignya sarvaihi jnata. Everyone knows about Bhishma's pratignya, right? If he makes a promise, he will stick to it. Tam shrutva pandavapakshe sarvepi viraha chintitaha abhavan. Now, after knowing about Bhishma's this pratignya, everyone on Pandava Paksha were Chintitaha Abhavan, means they are worried. Okay, Tam Shrutva. Tam here refers to the Pratignya. Okay, Tam Shrutva Pandava Pakshe Sarvepi Viraha Chintitaha Abhavan. Sri Krishnaha api Chintavashat Ratrau Nidram na Praptavan. Even Sri Krishna also was unable to sleep because of this thoughts and worry. Bhishma pratignyam jnatva Arjunah tu nitaram chintitah syat iti chintayitva saha tasya santvanam kartum Arjunasya sena shibiram gatavan. Now, Sri Krishna was unable to sleep because this is bothering him. It is worrying him about the pratignya that Bhishma did. So, Bhishma pratignyam jnatva Arjunah tu nitaram chintitah syat. So then he thinks, if I am only worried, then Arjuna also must be worried about this after hearing this Bhishma pratignya. So, iti chintayitva, thinking like this, saha tasya santvanam kartum Arjunasya sena shibiram gatavan. So thinking like this, to comfort him, he goes to Arjuna's shibiram. Okay. Saha tasya santvanam kartum, to comfort him or to say some words in to encourage him or not make him feel sad. Sena shibiram gatavan. Console. To console. Parantu Sri Krishnasya mahat ascharyam sanjatam. So after going there, he's so surprised. Sri Krishnasya mahat ascharyam sanjatam. Yataha, why? Because yada saha gatva drishtavan tada tatra Arjunaha gadha nidrayam magnaha asit. So he is thinking, oh, Arjuna also must be so worried, he might not have fallen asleep. So let me go and comfort him. But then to his surprise, when he went, Arjuna was in very deep sleep. Yataha yada saha gatva drishtavan, after going and seeing, tada tatra Arjunaha gadha nidrayam magnaha asit. Saha Arjunam uthapya prishtavan. Now he was not even unable to wait. He's so curious to know how can he sleep so peacefully. So he woke him up. Bhoho Partha, kim bhavan Bhishmasya pratignyam na shrutavan iti. Did you not hear about Bhishma's pratignya? Shrutavan iti uktavan Arjunaha. Yes, I heard. Tarhi tam shrutvapi katham bhavan chintitah nasti. How are you not worried even after listening to that pratignya or hearing that pratignya? Mrityu bhayat udvignaha api nasti. Udvignaha means afraid. How are you not afraid of the fear of death? Iti Sri Krishnaha prishtavan. Arjunaha here. Okay. Arjunaha kinchit hasitva shantaswarena uktavan. So he smiled and then he said, Bhagavan, aham samyak janami yat yaha mama yogakshemasya chintam karoti saha jagaranam kurvan asti iti. So now he's saying, okay, aham samyak janami yat. So I know very well. What does he know? ఏమనంటే in Telugu it is better to explain this yat. So నాకు ఏమి బాగా తెలుసు అంటే I know this very well. What it is యహ మమ యోగక్షేమస్య చింతాం కరోతి సహ జాగరణం కుర్వన్ అస్తి ఇతి. So he who thinks about my yogakshemam, what do we say that in English? My safety, okay, or my welfare. Actually welfare is the right word, okay. So he who thinks about my welfare, he will be awake, okay. Jagaranam kurvan asti iti, he will be awake. Evam sati aham kimartham chintam kritva dukkitah bhavami. So evam sati here means that which is happening. Sati will indicate an action like a present continuous tense, okay. Evam sati, when that is happening, means when there is somebody who is thinking about my yogakshema, aham kimartham chintam kritva dukkitah bhavami, why will I be worried, and then because of that worry I will become sad. Swasya bhaktasya bhishma pratignyayah rakshana bharah bhagavatah bhavatah eva. So that bharam of protecting me from bhishma pratignya is yours. Bhavatah eva, it is yours. Who are the Lord? Bhagavatah, you are Bhagavan, and it is yours, protecting your devotee from bhishma pratignya. Swasya bhaktasya bhishma pratignayah rakshana bharah bhagavatah bhavatah eva. Mama ka chinta tatra, why should I worry here? Ataha eva aham nischintataya nidram kritavan asmi. So without any worry I am happily sleeping iti. Satyam khalu arjunasya etadrisham dridam vishwasam matva eva Sri Krishnah parthasaratihi abhavat. Okay. So this is, in fact, it is true, right? Because Arjuna had that kind of faith in Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna became the charioteer for Arjuna, right? Okay. So let us now look at the Kthvanta words in this story, okay? And let us also look at the Kriya Padani. Now, from here onwards, that is what you need to practice a little bit. Any sentence or any story or a small short paragraph or anything, try to identify the Kriya Padani and try to figure out in which lakara they are, whether they are in lat lakara, lan lakara, lot lakara, or lrit lakara. Lat lakara is Vartamana Kala, present tense. Lan lakara is Bhuta Kala, past tense. Lrit lakara is Bhavishyat Kala, future tense. And lot lakara is imperative mode, okay. Agnya or prarthana. Now let us see. Mahabharata Yuddham Asit. In which lakara is this?
Lang lakara.
Lang lakara. Bhishmaha Kauravanam Senapatihi Bhutva Ashta Divasan Yavat Bhayankaram Yuddham Kritavan. Bhutva. What is the latlakara form of Bhutva?
Bhutva.
Bhavati.
Bhavati. Okay. Bhavati becomes Bhutva. Kritavan. Which form is Kritavan in?
Utkrudan. Kartari Utkrudan. Kartari Utkrudan.
Ktavatu. You have to say Ktavatu. Okay. Kridanta means it is a broader name. Kridanta, any, the Kthvanta is also a Kridanta, Tumun is also a Kridanta. All these come under Kridantas. Okay? But you have to be specific. So Ktavatu Pratyayanta you have to say. Okay. Anantaram Pandavaha Tasya Purataha Yuddham Kartum Asamarthaha Chintamagnaha Asan. Kartum. What is Kartum? In which form is it?
Kartum is Tumun Pratyaya.
Tumun Pratyayanta. Okay. Always try to also tell the lakara, lat lakara form of any form of Kriyapadam. So Kritavan.
Karoti.
For Kritavan also it is Karoti. For Kartum also it is Karoti. Okay. Asan. Which form is Asan in?
Asti asan lang lakarah.
Lan lakara
Lang lakarah bahuvachanam.
बहुवचन प्रथम पुरुष बहुवचन उत्तमम् अनन्तरं तथापि भीष्मः पाण्डवेषु एकमपि न मारितवान् इति मत्वा दुर्योधनः खिन्नः आसीत् न मारितवान्
ववत्तु
तवतु प्रत्यया
पुल्लिङ्गे
पुंलिङ्गे एकवचने ओके व्हाट इज द लट्लकार फॉर्म
मारयति
मारयति उत्तमम् and then matva earlier we discussed it is what is it
मन्ये धातु
मन्ये अहं मन्ये मन्यते मन्यते मन्यते
manyate in latlakara it is manyate in prathama purusha latlakara it is manyate in uttama purusha manye anantaram anantaram asit
आसीत् भूतकाल लङ् लकार
as dhatu
एकवचनं
yes anantaram अतः सः भीष्मं दृष्ट्वा अवदत् दृष्ट्वा
पश्यति
अवदत् so दृष्ट्वा is
वदति
दृष्ट्वा is स्वान्त प्रत्ययान्त and the lat lakara form is pashyati for avadat which lakara is it in
it is lang lakara bhutakala vadati avadat
uttamam anantaram others also I want you to try Sindhu Bhagini Jayaprada garu others also okay anantaram madapekshaya pandavaah eva bhavatah priyaah atah bhavan युद्धे अपि तैः सह क्रीडति ओके भवान् युद्धे अपि तैः सह क्रीडति
क्रीत्वा
क्रीडति ये उन्दी
क्रीडति
अदि ये
लट्लकारं
क्रीड धातु लट्लकार
वर्तमानकालं
ओके न कमपि मारयति लट्लकार उत्तमं मारयति लट्लकार अनन्तरम् एतत् श्रुत्वा भीष्मः दुःखितः जातः श्रुत्वा व्हाट इज द लट्लकार फॉर्म ऑफ श्रुत्वा शृणोति दुःखितः जातः I don't think we have covered for new students but those who have given their parichaya will be able to answer jatah jata jatam it is kta pratyayanta okay झटिति सः प्रतिज्ञां कृतवान् यत् so कृतवान्
भूतकालं
करोति कृत् धातु कृत्वा प्रत्यय
करोति लट्लकार रूपं करोति कृतवान् इस् सवतु प्रत्ययान्त okay you make it a habit of saying that name सवतु प्रत्ययान्त श्वः युद्धं कृत्वा अहम् अर्जुनं मारयिष्यामि कृत्वा
करोति
स्वान्त प्रत्यय अनन्तरं मारयिष्यामि
भविष्यत्काल
okay Lalita Bhagini I want you also to answer Pramila Bhagini let us give chance for others for a while
yeah I will keep
so anantaram marayishyami is bhavishyat kala lrit lakara always say the lakara and the name also the actual tense also so that way you will that mapping will be done in your mind and it will become easy for you so when somebody says only the lakara when they are explaining something using the name of the lakara then immediately you will be able to relate which kala they are talking about okay so lrit lakara bhavishyat kala like that you practice अथवा तेन पराजितः वा भविष्यामि
మీరు చెప్పినట్టు అలా చెప్తే మ్యాపింగ్ కరెక్ట్ గా అవుతుంది, లేకపోతే ఈ అన్నిటికీ లకారాలు పడ్డ వాళ్ళు చాలా కన్ఫ్యూజింగ్ గా ఉంటుంది అది.
అవును, ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ. So that is why I try to mention both whenever that context comes. Okay. Anantaram.
Thank you, madam.
अथवा तेन पराजितः वा भविष्यामि.
भविष्यत् कालः
भवति लट् लकार. भविष्यामि is in which lakara?
लुट् लकार.
लृट् लकार. अनन्तरं भीष्मस्य प्रतिज्ञा सर्वैः ज्ञाता.
जानाति ज्ञाता.
जानाति. क्ता प्रत्ययान्त. तां श्रुत्वा पाण्डवपक्षे सर्वेपि वीराः चिन्तिताः अभवन्. श्रुत्वा शृणोति लट्लकार फॉर्म इज शृणोति. अभवन्
लङ्लकारः.
लन्लकार प्रथम पुरुष बहुवचन. इट इज इन बहुवचन. श्रीकृष्णः अपि चिन्तावशात् रात्रौ निद्रां न प्राप्तवान्.
प्राप्नोति लट्लकारः.
उत्तमं. प्राप्नोति इज इन लट्लकार. प्राप्तवान् इज सवतु फॉर्म. भीष्म प्रतिज्ञां ज्ञात्वा अर्जुनः तु नितरां चिन्तितः स्यात् इति. सो ज्ञात्वा దగ్గర ఉన్నాం ఫస్ట్. జానాతి. అనంతరం స్యాత్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో దేర్. నితరాం చింతితః స్యాత్. పరిచయ స్టూడెంట్స్.
బహుశా అండి అర్థం.
అవును, కరెక్ట్. విచ్ లకార ఇస్ ఇట్? లిన్ లకార. రిమెంబర్ లిన్ లకార. So syat is lin lakara. Here it is used in the sense of sambhavanartha lin lakara. Okay. Anantaram iti chintayitva. Lat lakara form
चिन्तयति.
Uttamam. So for those who are totally new to Samskritam, syat is probably. That is the meaning. Okay, probably he also might be worrying. Okay, that is what it is. And it is also from asti only. Asti will become syat in this sense. Okay, this lakara we have not covered only because the context has come and most of the members of the group have already written that exam. I just referred to it. Okay, but who are not familiar, don't worry about it at all. Okay. इति चिन्तयित्वा सः तस्य सान्त्वनं कर्तुम् अर्जुनस्य सेनाशिबिरं गतवान्. कर्तुं
तुमुन् प्रत्यय करोति लट्लकारः.
ओके. गतवान्.
गच्छति लट्लकारः. गतवान् तवतु प्रत्यय.
उत्तमं. परन्तु श्रीकृष्णस्य महत् आश्चर्यं सञ्जातम्. ओके. यतः यदा सः गत्वा दृष्टवान् तदा तत्र अर्जुनः गाढनिद्रायां मग्नः आसीत्. गत्वा
गच्छति लट्लकारः. गत्वा
क्वान्त प्रत्ययन्त. क्वान्त प्रत्यय. दृष्टवान्.
दृष्टवान्. पश्यति लट्लकारः. दृष्टवान् तवतु प्रत्यय.
आसीत्.
आसीत् लङ्लकारः.
लङ्लकार प्रथम पुरुष एकवचनम्.
अस्ति लट्लकारः.
उत्तमम्. अनन्तरं सिन्धु भगिनी भवती वदतु. सः अर्जुनम् उत्थाप्य पृष्टवान्. उत्थाप्य which form is it in? No, like kvanta, kvavatu, we are saying all these names, no? Like that, what is the name for that Kridanta? Jayaprada garu meer cheppandi. Uthapya a part of speech kindaki vastundi? Okay. Suchitra Bhagini, can you try? No, you are also new. Okay. Pramila Bhagini, vadatu. Or Bhavana Bhagini, actually, vadatu. Bhavana Bhagini, can you try?
Lyabanta.
Lyabanta. Correct. Uttamam. Lyabanta. Okay. So Uthapya. What is the lakara form for it? Latlakara form? No. Uthapya means waking him up. Pramila Bhagini vadatu. Latlakara form of Uthapya.
Uttishtati.
Uttishtati. Okay, for new people, we will be doing this Lyabanta form right after this lesson. Okay, after this lesson, that is what will start. So Uthapya means after waking up. Saha Arjunam Uthapya Prishtavan. After waking him up, he asked Prishtavan. Latlakara form? Sindhu Bhagini or Jayaprada Bhagini? Uthapya ki Uttishtati adayipayindi. Nenu ippudu Prishtavan adugutunna.
Okay. Prishtavan is Prichati.
Prichati is the Latlakara form. Yes. Bhoho Partha. Kim bhavan bhishmasya pratignyam na shrutavan? Shrutavan. Shrunoti is the Latlakara form. Shrutavan is in which form? Ktavatu. Shrutavan iti uktavan Arjunaha. So again Shrutavan. The Latlakara form is Shrunoti and this is in Ktavatu Pratyayanta. Iti uktavan. What is uktavan?
Uktavan.
Ktavatu Pratyaya.
Ktavatu Pratyayanta. What is the Latlakara form?
Vadati.
Uttamam. Anantaram. Tarhi tam shrutvapi katham bhavan chintitaha nasti shrutva api. So here we have shrutva. Okay?
Shrunoti.
Shrunoti and shrutva is kvanta. Nasti. Katham bhavan chintitaha nasti na asti. So asti is the Latlakara. Okay? Mrityu bhayat udvignaha api nasti. Again, na asti, Latlakara form. Iti Sri Krishnaha Prishtavan.
Prishtavan. Prichati.
Uttama. Latlakara form is Prichati. Arjunaha kinchit hasitva.
Hasan.
Hasati is the Latlakara form. Hasitva is Kvanta. Shantaswarena uktavan. Vadati is the Latlakara form. Uktavan is the Ktavatu Pratyayanta. Uttamam. Bhagavan aham samyak janami yat janami.
Aham janami. Uttama Purusha. Uttam Purusha. Ekavachanam.
Latlakaraha. Aham samyak janami yat yaha mama yogakshemasya chintam karoti. Again, Latlakara Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. Saha jagaranam kurvan asti iti. Kurvan. This question is for third level and above people.
Karoti.
Shatru Pratyaya.
Shatranta form. Latlakara form is karoti. Kurvan asti iti. Jagaranam kurvan asti iti. So this is present continuous. For those who are new, kurvan means like present continuous. Means whoever is thinking about my welfare is awake right now, like that. Okay. Evam sati aham kimartham chintam kritva dukkitaha bhavami. Chintam kritva.
Karoti.
Again, karoti is the Latlakara form. Bhavami. Bhavami.
अहं भवामि उत्तमपुरुष एकवचनं लट्लकारः
लट्लकार एकवचनम् उत्तमम् स्वस्य भक्तस्य भीष्मप्रतिज्ञायाः रक्षणभारः भगवतः भवतः एव मम का चिन्ता तत्र अतः एव अहं निश्चिन्ततया निद्रां कृतवान् Karoti is the latlakara form. Kritavani is savatu pratyayanta. Asmi is in latlakara. Uttama purusha ekavachana. Okay. Satyam khalu Arjunasya etadrisham dhridam vishwasam matva eva Shri Krishnaha Parthasaritihi abhavat. Okay. So matva actually earlier also it came and here also it came. So there is a slight difference in the shade of the meaning between there and here. Here it is more used in the sense of knowing, already knowing. Okay. In the earlier sentence, when Duryodhana thinks that Bhishma is showing partiality, there it is thinking. Okay, it is used in the sense of thinking, whereas here Vishwasam Matva Eva, ante knowing the kind of faith that Arjuna has in him. That is the reason why he is not thinking about the Vishwasam that Arjuna has. He knows that Arjuna trusts him. Okay, so that shade of difference in the meaning will be there depending on the context. That I want you all to be aware of. Okay. Anantaram Abhyasah. Etasmin pathe prayuktani tva pratyayantani rupani chitva likata. Basically what we did only is given here. But only the Kvanta Pratyayanta Padani, you have to select from this story and put it there. Okay. Since we already did that, we'll move on to the next exercise. Yathodaharanam Vakyadvayam Kritva Likata. Okay. So we have to join the sentences. Bhishmaha Senapatihi Bhutva Yuddham Karoti. Bhishmaha Senapatihi Bhavati. Yuddham Karoti. So earlier we joined two sentences. Now we have to split the two sentences. Okay. So here Bhutva is there. So Bhishmaha Senapatihi Bhavati Yuddham Karoti. Okay. Let us look at the other one. Saha Bhishmam Drishtva Avadat. Bhavana Bhagini Vadatu.
Saha Bhishmaha Apashyat Avadat.
Why Bhishmaha? Why did you put it in Prathama Vibhakti?
Bhishmam. Okay.
Saha Bhishmam Apashyat.
Apashyat Avadat.
Okay. Saha Bhishmam Apashyat Avadat. You can also say Saha Avadat. You can also simply say Avadat. Okay. Atanu chusadu matladaadu. Okay. Like that. Bhishmaha etat shritva dukkhitaha bhavati. Sindhu Bhagini.
Bhishmaha etat ashrunot.
No. Okay. So one second. So in the earlier sentence, the Kriya Padam is Avadat, means it is in Bhutakalam. So that is why Bhavana Bhagini put that Pashyati also in Bhutakalam. Why? Because that Pashyati, that action of seeing should happen before Avadat. If Avadat itself is a Bhutakalam, then what he saw should also be in Bhutakalam. Okay. But in the second sentence, Bhavati is there. So you can, it is in Vartamana Kalam. So you can use Vartamana Kalam here.
Okay. Bhishmaha etat shrunoti dukkhitaha bhavati.
See, both these happened almost simultaneously. Soon after he heard, he felt sad, right? So you can use Vartamana Kalam. Unless there is a long gap between the two actions. Then you can use Bhutakalam in the first sentence and Vartamana Kalam in the second sentence. Okay? Shvaha yuddham kritva Arjunam marayishyami. Lalita Bhagini?
Shvaha yuddham karishyami Arjunam marayishyami.
Uttama. Because killing is coming later. So the war also has to happen. It is yet to happen because Shvaha is given. We can definitely use Bhavishyat Kala. Okay. Anantaram Pramila Bhagini. Shri Krishna Bhishma Pratignyam Jnatva Upayam Chintayati.
Sri Krishna Bhishma Pratignyam Janati Upayam Chintayati.
So
Saha
he knew.
Upayam Chintayati.
So he knew about the. He learned about Bhishma Pratignya, and then he thought of an idea. Uttamam. Anantaram Jayaprada garu. Shri Krishna Shibiram Gatva Arjunam Drishtavan.
Sri Krishna Shibiram Gatavan.
Uttamam.
Arjunam Drishtavan. Drishtavan వచ్చింది Gatavan.
Uttamam, Uttamam. Ikkada Savatu Pratyayanta undi kabatti you used Savatu Pratyayanta for Gatva also, which is fine.
Okay.
Uttamam. Anantaram Mahodaya Arjunaha Hasitva Shantaswarena Vadati. Mahodaya asti va? Okay. Sindhu Bhagini vadatu.
Arjunaha hasati shantaswarena vadati.
Uttamam. Anantaram aham kimartham chintam kritva dukkhitah bhavami. Who will say this? Mahodaya asti va bhavan? Vaktum ichchati va? Vishwanath Mahodaya? Okay. Okay. Vadatu, vadatu. Aham
kimartham chintam karomi.
Aham kimartham chintam karomi. Dukkhitah kimartham dukkhitam bhavami. So instead of simply writing dukkitah bhavami, kimartham you can again repeat. Okay? Aham kimartham chintam karomi, kimartham dukkitah bhavami. You can do that. So basically, finally, the sentence should make some kind of meaning. Okay? Don't blindly follow the pattern. For some sentences, adding a word can make more sense and give that clarity. And since language is always about communicating properly, okay, getting our message across, it is fine if you add, okay. Uttama. Now, earlier I was telling you about Lyabanta form. Okay. So we came across one word in this story, Uthapya, which is a Lyabanta. Okay, Lyabanta. Lyap pratyayanta. The pratyayanta itself is called lyap. Lyap ante asti, tat lyabanta. Okay, that which has lyap at the end is called lyabanta. So in the next lesson, that is what we will be doing. Page number 134, lesson 35. Avalokya Vishwarupam. Okay, Avalokya Vishwarupam. So basically, I will tell you briefly what Lyabanta is. So we have already studied Kthwanta, Kthwa Pratyayanta. Okay, and what did we learn? When should Kthwanta be used? When the same Karta does two actions, the first action will get Kthwanta. When we try to put both actions into the same sentence. Okay, when we are trying to join two sentences in which the same Karta does two different actions, then the first karta will get Kthva Pratyayanta. Okay. So Ramaha Pathati, Ramaha Gacchati, Ramaha Pathitva Gacchati. Now Ramaha Agacchati, Ramaha Pathati. Now Rama comes and then he studies. Agacchati. Now here for Gacchati we said Gatva. For Agacchati, this Agacchati has a prefix, prefix. Okay, so we cannot say Agatva. We have to say Agatya. So whenever a Kriyapadam has a prefix, it will get Lyap Pratyayanta instead of Kthwa Pratyayanta. But otherwise, the function of both these Pratyayantas is exactly the same. We use either of these Pratyayantas with the first Kriya that a Karta does. Okay, when he has done two actions and when we are joining the sentence, then the first action will get ktva pratyayanta if that kriyapadam does not have any upasarga. If the kriyapadam, that first kriyapadam has any upasarga, then it will get lyap pratyayanta instead of ktva. But the meaning or the purpose is the same. So Ramaha agacchati, Ramaha pathati. Ramaha agatya pathati. Okay, after coming he studies. So meaning is same, application is same, everything is same. Only if the kriyapadam has a prefix, it will get lyap pratyayanta instead of ktva pratyayanta. Okay, now let us read this sambhashanam. Etat sambhashanam uchchaihi pathata janita. So before that, in the previous story, we had this utthapya. Okay, so utthapya means the latlakara form is uttishtati. Tishtati is the actual kriyapadam, but upasarga is there. Okay, ut actually. So since it has a upasarga, utthapya. Okay, otherwise if we have only tishtati, then sthitva, the kvanta pratyayanta will be used and tishtati will become sthitva. But since the up prefix is there, utthapya we get ut. Okay, so now let us read this sambhashanam. Dhritarashtraha. Yes.
At page 135 for uttishtati, it is utthaya.
Utthaya ante lechin tarvata, utthapya ante lepina tarvata. There is a slight difference in the meaning. One is if you wake up by yourself. The other one is when you are waking somebody else up.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay, in that sense we have a different ending.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
లేవడం అంతే కదండి.
ఏమండి?
లేవడం.
ఒకటి మనంతట మనం లెగిస్తే ఏం చెప్పారు, అది ఏముందని చెప్పారు లలిత భగిని?
ఉత్థాయ.
Utthaya means when you wake up by yourself, but when somebody else is waking you up, then utthapya.
Utthapya. Thank you.
So now let us read this sambhashanam. Dhritarashtraha Sanjaya bhagavatah vishwarupam alokya Arjunaha kim akarot. So Dhritarashtra is asking, after looking at the Vishwarupam of the Lord, Arjunaha, what did he do? Alokya. Okay, here this kriyapadam has ang upasarga. Okay, so again I would like to mention another thing. Certain kriyapadams, they are used only with upasargas also. Many times they are more commonly used. Not that they are not used at all without the upasarga, but they are more commonly used with the upasarga. So we are more familiar with that kriyapadam with upasarga only. Okay, like lok. Lok is the dhatu here, lokate. Ang upasarga is there, so alokate we will get. The most common one is which we use with upasarga is prapnoti. Okay, prapnoti, when I say this word, all Indians will understand because this is there in most languages. That word means to obtain. But if I say apnoti, apnoti is the actual kriyapadam, the pra is the upasarga. So but we are familiar with it as prapnoti more than apnoti, right? Like that, something like that. So we also have to keep observing such things. So here alokya, lokate is the kriyapadam, is the prefix. So alokya here. Okay,
lokya is what? Lokate is what? The meaning exact? Yes.
Lokate is the latlakara form.
What is the meaning of it?
To see.
To see. Oh, okay.
There is a very famous kriti on Krishna, alokate chali. I don't remember the complete line. It is a very famous
Alokaye Sri Balakrishnam.
Correct.
Alokaye Sakhi Balakrishnam.
Correct. That one, that is that kriyapadam. So Ante the Sakhi is looking at the Sri Krishna like that. Okay. 1 second. But basically it is alokate, but alokaye. Sometimes, you know, in when a song is written, certain things will change based on many factors. So there, though it is given as alokaye, it is technically it has to be alokate. Okay, Balakrishnam alokate. So who Sakhi? So Sakhi is looking at Krishna. That will be the meaning there. Okay. Okay. For chandas and for various reasons, sometimes the aksharas will be changed. Okay. And then, so alokya. So after looking at the Vishwarupam of the god, what did Arjuna do? Sanjaya Rajan Atyadbhutam tat swarupam vikshya Parthaha avepata. Avepata means to tremble. Okay. Vikshya. Atyadbhutam tat swarupam vikshya. Again, here also we have a V upasarga. Ikshate is the actual kriyapadam in latlakara. Ikshate means also to see here. Okay. So vikshya, ante having seen that beautiful rupam, parthaha avepata. Avepata means to tremble. Okay. 1 second. So many kriyapadams we will be exposed to. But the challenge is to remember them. The more we use, the more we can register them in our mind. But that is why we have to keep reading again and again, so that that will register at some point. So vep is the dhatu, vepate. Vepate is the dhatu. Avepata is the bhutakala lanlakara form. Means to tremble. Okay. Okay. Anjalim nibadhya bhitaha saha krishnam pranamya sagadgadam avadat. Okay. So let us again look. Anjalim nibadhya. Okay. Badhate is the kriyapadam in latlakara form. Ni is the upasarga here. So nibadhya, the lyabanta form will become nibadhya, means jodinchi, and bringing them together, putting them together. Nibadhya, anjalim nibadhya, bhitaha saha, krishnam pranamya. Again, namati is the latlakara form, pra upasarga. So pranamya will become. Okay. Normally, if it is only namati, then natva it will become the swanta. But because pra upasarga is there, pranamya. Sagadgadam avadat. Sagadgadam means with trembling voice. Okay. Avadat. Avadat means spoke. Dhritarashtraha. Sanjaya bhagavantam samstutya parthaha kim avadat. Samstutya. Stuti means to praise. Okay. So samstutya. So sam is the upasarga here. So the lyabanta form will become samstutya. To praise. So praising the Lord. What did he say? Kim avadat. As he was praising the Lord. Sanjaya Maharaja adrishtapurvam rupam avekshya bhitaha saha krishnam chaturbhujam rupam darshayitum prarthitavan. Okay. Again, avekshya. Vikshya is there and then avekshya is there. Right? Avekshya. So here we have, for the same ikshate, we have here two upasargas, a and va. A and va. But va plus iksha, ve. Yeah. So a, va and ikshate will become avekshya. But still the meaning is the same. Even with the addition of an additional upasarga a, the meaning is still the same. So having seen this kind of form. Adrishtapurvam rupam avekshya bhitaha saha Krishnam Chaturbhujam rupam darshayitum prarthitavan. So though he is afraid, he asks Krishna to show his Chaturbhuja rupam. He Rajan, Harehe tat adbhutam rupam samsmritya yatra yogeshwaraha Krishnaha tatha dhanurdharaha parthaha cha bhavati tatra vijayaha dharmaha cha bhavati iti aham manye. Okay? Samsmritya. Smru dhatu means to remember, right? So samsmritya yatra yogeshwaraha Krishnaha tatha dhanurdharaha parthaha cha bhavati tatra vijayaha dharmaha cha bhavati iti aham manye. So this, I think this samsmritya indicates Sanjaya who is remembering or Arjuna who is remembering. I forget what exactly happens there, but samsmritya means having remembered. What, remembering what? That adbhutam rupam. Okay? Harehe tat adbhutam rupam. Hari's rupam, that divine form. Samsritya means having remembered that. I think this is about Sanjaya only. Sanjaya, remembering that adbhuta rupam of Sri Krishna, he is thinking, yatra yogeshwaraha Krishnaha tatha dhanurdharaha parthaha cha bhavati tatra vijayaha dharmaha cha bhavati iti aham manye. So thinking of all that, Sanjaya is saying, wherever that Krishna's form, that Yogeshwaraha Krishna is there and Partha is also there, then Vijaya will definitely happen. There will be victory. Okay? This is what I think. Aham manye. Okay? This is what I think. So samsmritya, smru dhatu, smarati is the latlakara form. Because of the upasarga, samsmritya, the lyabanta form will be samsmritya. Without the upasarga, it would have become smritva. Okay? If it is only for smarati, smritva. Because we have the prefix samsmritya. Okay. Dhritarashtraha. Sanjaya. Geetopadesham nishamya nashtamohaha parthaha anye pandavaha cha kim kritavantaha nishamya. Geetopadesham nishamya nashtamohaha parthaha anye pandavaha cha kim kritavantaha. So nishamya means ni is the upasarga, sham dhatoho, means after listening. Okay? After listening and becoming free of illusion. Nashtamohaha parthaha means he whose illusion has been cleared. Okay? Has been eradicated. And the other Pandavas, what did they do? Sanjaya, Rajan, Tadanantaram, Arjunaha, Bhumau Sthitam Gandivam Svikritya Dhritavan. So earlier what happened? When he saw the Pandavas, when Krishna took the chariot and placed it in between the armies, Arjuna looked at the Shatru Anikam and he saw all his relatives and friends and gurus and everybody. He became very weak and he dropped his Gandivam and he's like collapses in the chariot, right? And that is when this Geetopadesham happens. And now after listening to the Geetopadesham and after his illusion has been eradicated, what did he do? So Arjunaha bhumau sthitam gandivam svikritya dhritavan. So earlier he dropped it. So it is on the ground. So he took it. Svikritya. Karoti becomes kritva. Svi upasarga is there. So svikritya dhritavan. Gandiva dharam partham sandrishya sarve tatra agatya sthitaha. Gandiva dharam partham sandrishya. Okay. So pashyati is the latlakara form, but sam is there. The upasarga sam is there. So sandrishya means after seeing Partha who is wearing the Gandivam, sarve tatra agatya sthitaha. Everyone came and stood there. Sthitaha. Okay, stood there. Agatya means after coming. Gachati, agachati. After coming. Agachati becomes agatya. Yudhishthiraha swasya kavacham visrujya varayudham nikshipya kshipram rathat avaruhya padabhyameva pitamaham abhiprekshya agachat. So many lyabantas in this sentence. Okay, let us look at it again. Yudhishthiraha swasya kavacham visrujya. Again, visrujya means to remove, right? Varayudham nikshipya. His ayudham also he throws away. Kshipati. Kshipati, ni upasarga, nikshipya means to throw. Okay. And then kshipram. Kshipram rathat avaruhya. So kshipram means like immediately. So what did he do? He threw his kavacham, he removed his kavacham, he threw his ayudham, and then immediately rathat avaruhya. He got down from the chariot. Arohati. Okay. Arohati is to climb. What is for climbing down? In the
Avarohati.
Avarohati, correct. Arohati is to climb, avarohati is to come down, climb down. So avaruhya. Okay. Avaruhya, climb down from the chariot. Padabhyam eva pitamaham abhiprekshya agachat. Okay. So pitamaham here means Bhishma. So he wanted to take the blessings of Bhishma. Abhiprekshya agachat. Abhiprekshya. Again, prekshya is also like ikshate. Ikshate with abhi and pra. Two upasargas are there. Abhiprekshya agachat. Like I said, sometimes the addition of upasargas will change. So here, like wanting, okay, rather than looking. Ikshate is to look. But after the addition of these upasargas, we can take the meaning as based on the context. Again, for many times, the context is very important because sometimes the Kriya Padams can have different shades of meanings depending on the context. So here, Abhiprekshya agachat means he is going to, like wanting to touch the feet of his Pitamaha. Okay. Anyepi Rajanaha tam anusritya gatavantaha. Okay. Other kings also anusritya, anusarati. Sarati is the Kriya Padam, Latlakara Kriya Padam. Anusarati, anu is the prefix here. So anusritya gatavantaha means to follow. Sarati by itself is not exactly following, it is like more like going. But upon the addition of the prefix anu, it becomes like following. Anusritya gatavantaha. Okay. So these are the lyabanta forms. So remember clearly, Ktva pratyayanta, Lyap pratyayanta, both are used in the same meaning. Okay, to indicate an action that is already done by a karta when there are more than one actions. Okay. So sometimes there can be more than two also. We have only seen two, like Ramaha pathati, Ramaha gacchati, Ramaha pathitva gacchati, Ramaha pathati, Ramaha gacchati, Ramaha upavishati. So Rama reads, Rama goes, and then Rama sits. Okay. So Ramaha pathitva gatva upavishati. Like that also we can do. Okay. Just so you are aware of that. The actions need not be restricted to only two. We can have more than two kriyas also, but the karta has to be the same. That is the only thing you have to remember, and you have to put them in the sequence that they happened. Okay. Okay. So here, and lyabanta is used when the kriya padam has a prefix. That is when we use lyap pratyayanta. But meaning wise, application wise, it is exactly the same. Okay. So we'll look at this table here that is given at the bottom. Upasarga rahitani kriyapadani, upasarga sahitani kriyapadani. So here we have a kriyapadam with upasarga and without upasarga, and let us see how the kvanta and lyabanta forms are given. So gacchati will become gatva. Upasarga rahita, because we don't have upasarga, it will take kvanta. So gacchati becomes gatva. Upasarga sahita. So now it has upasarga agacchati. will become agatya. It will take lyabanta form because it has the upasarga. Nayati becomes neetva. Anayati, aniya means to bring. Nayati is to carry, to bring, to take. Either way, sorry, anayati is to bring, nayati is to take. Like when something is being taken away, when something is being brought to anayati. Okay, and leading also. Nayati also means to lead, like how a nayakaha nayati, like that. And then grihnati, grihitva, sangrihnati, sangrihya. Okay, with the addition of the prefix sam, sangrihya it becomes. And then smarati will become smritva, vismarati, vismritya. Okay, and then tyajati will become tyaktva, parityajati, parityajya. Gacchati will become gatva, avagacchati will become avagatya. Avagacchati means to understand. Okay, avagatya. Dhatuhu yadi upasarga sahitaha bhavati tarhi kthva pratyayasya sthane lyap pratyayaha bhavati. So when a dhatu is has upasarga, then instead of the kthva pratyayanta, lyap pratyayanta will come. Agatya, vismritya, aniya, ityadini lyap pratyayantani avyayani. Again, like the kthvanta, lyabanta also is avyayam, means it does not change. Okay, with vachana, purusha or linga. Lyabantani ityapi tesham nama. Okay, we call them lyap pratyaya. The words with lyap pratyaya are called lyabantani. Okay, ityapi tesham nama. So they are also known as lyabantani. Okay, so in the next page we have, on page number 135, we have for each latlakara form of the kriya padani, the kthvanta form and the lyabanta form with the addition of a particular upasarga are given. Okay, so would some of you like to read three kriya padani? You read. So Bhavana Bhagini, you read the first 3 kriya padani and their forms. Bhavana Bhagini asti va?
Amen. Gacchati, gatva, agacchati, agatya. Nayati, kvanta rupam nitva, upsarga sahitam kriyapadam anayati, lyabanta rupam aniya. Karoti, kvanta rupam krutva, upasarga sahitam kriyapadam upakaroti, lyabanta rupam upakritya.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha. Anantaram Lalita Bhagini.
Kriyapadam smarati, tvanta rupam smrutva, upasarga sahitam kriyapadam vismarati, lyabanta rupam vismrutya. Kriyapadam likhati, tvanta rupam likhitva, upasarga sahitam kriyapadam vilikhati, lyabanta rupam vilikhya. Kriyapadam krinati, tvanta rupam kritva, upasarga sahitam kriyapadam vikrinite, labhyanta rupam vikriya.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha Bhagini. Anantaram Pramila Bhagini.
Kriyapadam janati, tvanta rupam nyatva, upasarga sahitam kriyapadam vijanati, lapanda rupam vijnaya. Kriyapadam sthapayati, tvanta rupam sthapayitva, upasarga sahita kriyapadam samstapayati, lyabanta rupam samstapya. Kriyapadam preshayati, tvanta rupam preshayitva, upasarga sahita kriyapadam sampreshayati, labanta rupam sampreshya.
उत्तमं भगिनी, धन्यवादः। अनन्तरं जयप्रदा भगिनी। జయప్రద గారు
ఉన్నానండి ఇక్కడ
హరతి నుంచి పేజ్ నెంబర్ 135.
హరతి త్వాంత రూపం హ్రత్వా ఉపసర్గ సహితం క్రియాపదం సంహరతి ల్యబంత రూపం సంహృత్య. అంతేనండి, కరెక్ట్?
అంతే కరెక్ట్.
నమతి త్వాంత రూపం నత్వా ఉపసర్గ సహితం క్రియారూపం ప్రణమతి ల్యబంత రూపం ప్రణమ్య క్షాళయతి. త్వాంత రూపం క్షాళయిత్వా ఉపసర్గ సంహిత క్రియాపదం ప్రక్షాళయతి ల్యబంత రూపం ప్రక్షాళ్య కర్షతి.
సరిపోతుంది. అనంతరం సింధు భగిని.
కర్షతి స్వాంత రూపం ఉపసర్గ సహితం క్రియాపదం ఆకర్షతి లబంత రూపం ఆకర్ష్య. తిష్టతి స్వాంత రూపం స్థిత్వా ఉపసర్గ సహితం క్రియాపదం ఉత్తిష్టతి లబంత రూపం ఉత్థాయ. స్మరతి స్వాంత రూపం స్మృత్వా ఉపసర్గ సహితం సంస్మరతి లబంత రూపం సంస్మృత్య. భవతి స్వాంత రూపం భూత్వా ఉపసర్గ సహితం క్రియాపదం అనుభవతి లబంత రూపం అనుభూయ.
ధన్యవాదः భగిని. అనంతరం మహోదయ 135 పేజ్ నెంబర్ మీద అవి చదువుతారా జస్ట్ పైకి?
ఒక్క నిమిషం.
135 పేజ్ నెంబరు మన లాస్ట్ 5 క్రియాపదం దిశతి కాడి నుంచి. తిష్టతి అయిపోయింది, దిశతి కాడి నుంచి. భవతి కింద ఉంది చూడండి, అది మధ్యలో అవన్నీ అయిపోయినాయి. మీరు లాస్ట్ లో దిశతి కాడి నుంచి చదవండి, కింద నుంచి 5వది. ఆ లైన్ మొత్తం చదవండి. దిశతి క్వాంత రూపం దిష్ట్వా అట్లా చదవండి.
దిశతి దిశతి
నిర్దిశ్య. మీది ఆడియో ప్రాబ్లం ఉన్నట్టుంది. బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది మీ వాయిస్ బాగా. ఓకే, సో ఎనీవన్ ఎల్స్?
I can complete it. ఈక్షతే స్వాంత రూపం ఈక్షిత్వా ఉపసర్గ సహితం క్రియాపదం నిరీక్షతే లబంత రూపం నిరీక్ష్య. భాష్యతే స్వాంత రూపం భాషిత్వా ఉపసర్గ సహితం సంభాషతే लबन्तरूपं सम्भाष्य वर्तते क्वान्तरूपं वर्तित्वा उपसर्गसहितं क्रियापदं परिवर्तते लबन्तरूपं परित्वा
परिवृत्य
परिवृत्य कुरुते स्वान्तरूपं कृत्वा उपसर्गसहितं क्रियापदं परिष्कुरुते लबन्तरूपं परिष्कृत्य.
उत्तमम्. Okay. So any questions so far? All the meanings of these kriyapadams you all know, right? Gachati is to go, agachati is to come, nayati we discussed already, karoti to do, upakaroti is to do something good for others, upakaroti to benefit, doing for the benefit of somebody else. Smarati is to remember, vismarati is to forget. And then likhati is to write. Vilikhati also is to write or paint also or to draw also. Krinati is to purchase. Vikrinite is to trade. It is not only buying anymore, it is to trade. So means buying or selling. Janati is to know. Vijanati also is to know. Sthapayati is to place something somewhere, to put, like to put. Samsthapayati also means the same. To establish also, it will come as establishing also. Okay, like establishing a company or a foundation, some like that. Preshayati is to send. Sampreshayati also is to send. Harati is to steal. Okay, Samharati is to kill. So by the addition of upasargas, see how the meanings are changing. Namati is to salute. Pranamati is to also salute. Okay, but it carries more weight. Sometimes by adding some upasargas, the meaning will be enhanced. So this is something like that. So namati is to normally salute. Pranamati is, it is being enhanced. There is more emphasis on the salutation. Kshalayati is to wash. Prakshalayati also is to wash, cleanse and all that. Karshati is to farm. Akarshati is to pull, means like to attract. Akarshana we say, no? In Telugu also we have this. And Akarshana Sakti, it is like that, how the magnet will pull the nails, like that Akarshati. Okay. And then Tishtati is to stand. Uttishtati. Tishtati is to stand and to also be there. It can be used in the sense of, be there. Uttishtati is the action of standing up. Smarati, Uttishtati is the action of not only standing up, to wake up also we can use. Okay, like we wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Aham panchavadane uttisthami. Like that also we can use. Smarati is to remember. Samskriti also is to remember. Bhavati is to be there or happen, or happen, mostly like in the sense of happen. But with the addition of Anubhavati is to experience. Dishati. Dishati is to instruct. Nirdishati also is to instruct. Ikshate is to watch. Nirikshate is also to watch, or again it enhances the meaning, like you're waiting or waiting eagerly. In that sense we can take. Okay. In another meaning also is there for that, like examining also. So you are not simply looking, but you are examining something. So examining is a more stronger than simply looking, right? When you are simply looking, you are not observing everything. But when you are examining, you are observing everything. In that sense also we can use. Waiting sense also we can use. Simply looking sense also we can use. Bhashate is to speak. Sambhashate is to converse. So bhashate is sounds more like one-sided, whereas sambhashate is like both sides. Vartate is to be there. Parivartate is to change. Okay. Kurute is to do. Parishkurute means to solve. Okay. Parishkaram karoti. Parishkurute. So those are the meanings of these dhatus, of the Kriyapadams. So we'll stop here at page number 135. So you practice these, because the more practice happens, the more comfortable you'll get with the Lyabanta, especially the Lyabanta, because you know, they are a little different than the Kthwanta. The Kthwantas are closer to the dhatu. Yeah, like it is easy to form them if the Kriyapadam is given. Whereas Lyabantas, depending on the prefix that they have, the endings can change. Like we have seen Lalita Bhagini pointed out, right? Utthaya and Utthapya. So depending on the several factors, the endings will change. And it also depends on the upasargas used. So practice the Lyabanta forms. The most commonly used ones are given in this lesson. So if you get comfortable with these first, then when we are looking into the shlokas, we'll come across other the Lyabanta forms of other dhatus with other upasargas also. Okay. So any questions? If not, we'll stop the class here. So Lalita Bhagini, would you like to say the Shanti Mantra?
Yes, ma'am. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Dhanyavadaha Bhagini.
धन्यवादः भगिनी
Sarvebhyah Shubharatrihi.
शुभरात्रि भगिनी शुभरात्रि सर्वेभ्यः
शुभरात्रि सर्वेभ्यः धन्यवादः भगिनी
Dhanyavadaha.